Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm late. Let me get on to my other, trying to get this so I can look and see all of your lovely faces. All right, awesome. So I wanted to come on tonight briefly to discuss spiritual enlightenment. Typically, we talk about we have typically toxic relationship Tuesdays. Hello, Raina. How are you, dear? And I decided to come on tonight. Hello, Heather. And so that we could discuss spiritual enlightenment. And because I think that's actually going to be a discussion. Hello, Brochet. That's my girl right there. Hey, Fran. So, I want to talk about this because I do think we're going to get back to spiritual enlightenment or toxic relationships again. That's not going away. I'm not going to stop discussing it. And we'll do a class next week. But this is very important right now for us to discuss. As you probably know by now, if you don't, you will know shortly here. I'm going to be we're having a spiritual enlightenment course. I renamed it from something else, and that starts this week. And I wanted to really come to you guys and help you understand why I am having this course now. I had it before, but why I feel it's incredibly important to do this right now. The time that we are in at this moment, at this time, in this hour, is the time for us to elevate and awaken, help others elevate and awaken, ascend, if you will, and begin to operate in a very strong way in our gifts. We, as a group, a conglomerate of light workers, have been commissioned. We decided we would do this before we came here to help to raise the vibrational set point of this earth and usher us into a new age. And this might be more than what some of y'all can grasp, but I'm just going to ask you to hang with me just for a little bit. Okay? We as light workers have a very, very important mission. And that mission is to help heal, to help bring hope, to help enlighten, to help awaken others. And those of us that are being awakened right now, we're on a cutting edge. That's awesome, Brochet. That is very awesome. That's very important. We're on a cutting edge. We're on front lines. And it's not just us. You're hearing this from all different groups of YouTubers. Because this is the collective message. It was even the message last night. I was at Jeremy's last night for a special session. And the Ascended Masters that were speaking, it was even part of their message to us. How very important it is for us to grasp who we are as infinite beings. Okay? Heather, if you could, can you text Dre? And if he's available, ask him to come on, please. As individuals, our physical bodies are individual, but our spirit is part of the collective, right? We are infinite beings, right? We know this. This is stuff that we know, okay? It is time for us to grasp our infinity, okay? It is time for us to grasp our infinity and begin to walk in it. Now, I wanted to bring up um, a um, a graphic. So bear with me. I've not ever done this on this. I'm going to share this. Hopefully I can figure it out. All right, here we go. This is a graphic that Josie was very kind. Thank you, dear. Was very kind to share with me. I was looking for this graphic of vibrations, and I hope you guys can see it. Perhaps maybe even zoom in a little bit. This is the vibration, like vibrational frequencies from low to high vibration. So we start off at a 20 hertz of shame. Then we go to 30 of guilt. And this is the evolution, if you will, of the earth. Okay? The earth's vibrational set point. As we have come from primal to where we're moving into. This will also, if those of you that are thinking about allowing me to help you with some energy healing, or you're looking for, I was just about to say that, Reiki, this is also part of the chakra. If you notice this root chakra down here, would be your root coming into your sacral, solar plexus, heart, third eye, and then crown, and then ultimate consciousness. So we go through 20, 30, shame, guilt, apathy, I really don't care, grief, fear is at 100 megahertz. That, if you notice, corresponds very much so with that solar plexus chakra. That's where your fight or flight is, right? Desire. Sometimes you'll feel desire down in this lower chakra, right? That's where sexual desire. Anger, pride, courage. Okay? This here, this anger, pride, courage, was right about the medieval times. Like as we're coming through here, we're coming through medieval times right here. And then as we come up into more of, we'll say about the 18 to 1900s, we get to neutrality, a willingness as we're coming further. Acceptance is at 350, reason at 400. Now, I want you to pay attention because we've been coming into this acceptance of that there is a higher being, a higher, what have you. As we come into this area of reason, we've been at about 400 megahertz for quite some time. This is where logic lies. This is where scientific discoveries lie, invention, so the Industrial Revolution happens during this 400, right? We've been at there for a while. The creation of the atom bomb, nuclear weaponry and nuclear energy discovery, medical technology and discoveries of vaccinations and antibiotics. All of this happens in this 400 to 500 realm between reason and love. Some will say that we're somewhere close to this between love and joy, trying to get to peace. But basically getting up over this 400 to 500 is a huge jump. 500 to 540 to 600 is not as large of a jump. But I believe that we've come out of this reason, and now we're into an area even with, we're being distracted, right? So we don't raise the vibration. Exactly, Bochet. So we're coming into this time period where some of us are experiencing like true love. We're experiencing joy. We've been experiencing peace, like a wholeness, nothing missing, nothing broken. There's been a tenuous peace on earth, right? Where we're not actually blowing each other up with a flipping nuclear bomb or anything, but some of us are still vibrating lower down in this area, and some of us are here. I believe that where we're trying to get to is between 6 to 700. That's going to be the next jump. After 700, we get to ultimate consciousness. I don't know what vibration that is, and I don't think anyone understands that. And after that, we get to Ka, which is Omega, which is God, which is spirit, ultimately. But I believe that right now, we're somewhere on Earth. There's a lot of us that are living in between 5 and 600, attempting to get to 7. This is why enlightenment is so important. Because as we get to this peace and enlightenment area, okay, as we become enlightened, right, and there's even higher frequencies for your crown chakra. If you've ever watched or paid attention to Meditative Mind, their crown chakra healing music is, I believe, at 832, 847 hertz, somewhere in that area, as that frequency is for your crown. Hello, Jeanette. We all kind of go back and forth, Brochet. It's all right. There's times where I get to that anger level. I don't stay there, but I get there. So now, this is where we're at. Okay, guys. So this enlightenment area where our crowns have been opened and we're flowing in the spirit, this is where light workers are moving in towards. Because as we get here, the rest of everyone moves up further to the 5 and the 540 area, eventually to a 600. Well, hello. Arnie Cartwright, hello. So why is this so critical right now? If you think about it, there's a lot of the world that's not living in reason. We can look at some governments and see that. A lot of the world is living in an acceptance where it's like we're just kind of accepting our lot in life, not willing to get any further, not willing to go further, right? But we're kind of anywhere between underneath reason. This is where sheep live. Acceptance and willingness and neutrality. This is where sheep live. Okay? That's where the majority of a lot of people are living. Right? In that area, if you will, of the matrix. If it won't take many of us at 700 plus to get us the general set point higher. Okay? This is why this is so important right now. Because right now, we're teetering so much on those lower chakras. That it is, hang on, let me get out of here. That it is, it's scary. And the call is to get out of, hello, Lisa K, that matrix living. We've talked on this channel about the fact that artificial intelligence is taking off astronomically. That there are robots right now that are very human in nature. There's going to come a period, and it's going to be very quickly, where the only way we're going to be able to discern who's a human and who's not is by being able to have the discernment of who has a spirit and who doesn't. Also, there are otherworldly beings, and this is foretold in almost every holy text, from the Mayans back, and even in hieroglyphics and caves, you've seen it, where there have been certain time periods over the course of humanity where extraterrestrial beings have come down. Some higher vibrational, some not. How do you think the pyramids were built, my dears? How do you think Stonehenge was created? How do you think all of these higher vibrational points on this earth were created? It wasn't just man. Man in general doesn't have this level of consciousness. In order for us to be able as a human race to survive, it is critical that those of us who understand we are light workers and have gifts, that we learn to utilize them, we learn our place, and we operate them freely. We have to become enlightened. We have to begin to go within and begin to comprehend who we truly are in our infinite selves. Our infinite selves. Our infinite selves. I need you to understand that and let that settle in your spirit. Let it settle there. The truth. When I say to you, you are an infinite being that has power within, I need you to let that truth settle in there. I need you to let all to resonate with you. I need you to grasp it. And you're not going to be able to grasp it with your mind. You have to release your mind from trying. That's very true. Sons of God came down and mingled with the daughters of men. That's how giants were created. Now, it is critical as we're moving out of 2018 into 2019. The time is now. I've known that 2018, I've noticed that a lot of us who are teachers have been activated and just propelled. Get out there and teach. Get out there and teach. Get out there and gather together. Get out there and unite. Those that are hearing. Let those who have ears, let them hear. Fallen ones supposed to be in Antarctica. That could be very true, Fran. I would tend to believe that. Those who have ears, let them hear. We as teachers and mentors have been activated to come and bring this information to those who will hear and those who are willing to learn. This is a life purpose, and this is my mission, and this is what I agreed to do. So this is why I have the class, because a lot of times we can watch these YouTube videos and this and that, and there's a lot of people out here that are talking about enlightenment in a lot of different ways. I have been called to teach it in a very practical manner. Gift, operation, how we use it. Let's go deep within. We have to heal. That's why I talk a lot about healing on this channel as well. We have to be healed and set free from those chains. Hello, Cassandra. We have to be healed and set free from the chains that have bound us and are holding us into this false reality that has been put upon us. The real world is spirit. The real world is not what we see here. It is real because it is the experience we are having, but the real world is spirit. So as it is above, so it will be below. We, as light workers, have to step into it. Now, Heather, please put the link to the classes out in this chat room right now. I don't know if anyone in this room, I do know some of the people in this room. Some of you know what gifts you already have, and you've been utilizing them. Not to their fullest abilities, but you've been utilizing them. Fran is very much an intercessor and a seer. For sure, I know that. Cassandra has a prophetic gift and a healing calling on her. I know that for sure. As does Brochet. Jeanette, I definitely I've seen you ministering to other women that have gone through what you've gone through. Raina as well, a healer in a different way. Lisa K, a healer in a different way. Each of you have areas that I know, because these are the people that I interact with, that I know are healers. Arnie, I feel like you've had dreams. And I don't know who else is in here because you're not speaking. But there are more healers in this room. There are seers in this room that have been having dreams. Some of you have been having dreams of beings coming to this earth. Some of you have been having dreams of war. Some of you have been having dreams of mass healings, of almost an electric, like a lightning bolt going through and healing, touching each person and healing them energetically and then healing their body. Because when you heal your chakras, your body gets healed afterwards. Your spirit controls everything. Setting their minds free, right? Some of you aren't speaking, and I know you've had those dreams. That's fine, honey. If he can come, he might be working out right now. This course is 5 weeks. It is designed to take you from an introduction through what your gifts could potentially be, through an understanding of higher and lower level beings, through the understanding of crystals, their use, Reiki, meditation, aura, all of these things, so that by the end of 5 weeks, we as a collective can come together and identify your gifts and begin to set you on a track towards ministry. That's the purpose of this class. The class with the discussion is $125. You might say, Lisa, I just got done with Black Friday. I get it. So tonight, what I'm offering to you is this. If you want to take this class and you can pay half by Friday, $60 by Friday, 2 weeks from now, the other $65, I will allow you to take the class. You have to email me. Heather, if you can put, email me at admin at heartofinspiration.net. Let me tell you guys something. I have gotten so much flack for not charging more for this class. It is more important to me that light workers be able to take the course. Those of you that have taken the course before, I'm allowing you to take it again for free. Participate in the discussion group. But you guys were my guinea pigs. God bless you guys. You'll get a week, right? Each week you're going to get a new lesson. You have a week to study it and then come into the discussion on Saturday. If you decide you only want the PowerPoints, it's $75. And you can do individual discussion groups as you go along. If you wish to get into this course and you're like, I do not have the money right now, I need you to email me because we'll work it out. We will work it out. I do not want to turn anyone away from this course. This is not about me making money. The only reason that there's a charge for it is because there's an exchange of energy that comes when you invest in yourself. This is critical for us to gain the understanding of what our gifts are. Okay? What our gifts are and how to use them. The moment I talk about money, people run off. That's fine. I wanted to come on tonight to discuss spiritual enlightenment, discuss why I'm doing this class, discuss why this is so important. I hope I haven't turned anybody off, but we have a job to do. We have a job to do. And that job is to raise the vibrational set point. Fran, I hope you can join us again. Lisa K., you said you feel that your purpose is a combination of learning spiritual things in school. Yep. Yes, Lisa, to learn about the body and brain to fulfill my purpose successfully. And I do teach this from like I said, it's a practical method, it's a practical perspective. I try to take the spiritual and bring it where it's much more understandable in our third dimensional world, yet understanding how the spirit and the physical interact and intertwine and how one controls the other. I've not talked about this class a lot. So again, I know that there's some of you that are watching right now that want to take this course. I need you to reach out to me and we'll work it out. We'll work it out. But for us to do our jobs properly, for us to be the light workers we were designed to be, we've got to understand how our gifts operate. We have to understand what our purpose is. We have to understand how to heal and be healed. And that's as we go through this course, part of this goes into that as well. This is why it's important to get energy healing work done. This is why it's important to take part in these types of events and like the conference I'm going to have in March, and then we'll have another one, but March for sure. Like, this is why it's important to come together as a collective, as a small group of people, that we are not judging each other. I don't care what religious text you studied. I don't care. I don't care. Because God is God is God. And as long as you're serving light, as long as you're serving spirit, as long as you're serving Supreme Spirit, the creator of all, that's what's important to me. Then I know you are called. And each one of you that are under the sound of my voice right now, and those of you that will be under the sound of my voice later on, you know you have a calling on your life. You know that you have a purpose that you came here for. And I still think that person that's been having those dreams about war is in this room right now. And there may be more than one of you. And it's scaring the crap out of you. And you're like, why am I dreaming this? What do I do with it? Hello, Miss Townsend. This course is about enlightenment. This course is about, it is critical right now. We have to get this down now, guys, because 2019, we're not going to have much time to figure this stuff out. 2019, 2, 0, 1, and 9 add up to 12. Spirit, that is the number of government. Spiritual government is going to be put into place. Not spiritual government where it's like constraining, but the type of spiritual government that allows us to operate fully in spiritual operations. There will be more teachers like myself. There will be more mentors. There will be more guides. There will be more of us who understand that we are masters that have come to help, that we are masters that have come to teach. We are masters that have come to impart healing abilities, to place mantles on, to awaken, and to activate gifts and callings. So our job is going to be to run around and do these things and get people set in their place. And others' jobs is going to be to take their rightful place. Do you see what I'm saying? You got to know where you fit in. And in order to know where you fit in, you got to figure out what's your purpose. Now, I'm not saying immediately on 1/1/2019, all of a sudden it's going to be like the doors of the church are closed. You know what I'm saying? However, if you think energy is moving quickly right now, wait till 2019. If you think all of this is going at Mach speed right now, wait till 2019. Wait till 2020. It's not going to slow down. That unction you feel, that push you feel towards going after, there's so much more. I've got to go after it. There's so much more than what is in front of me right now. There's so much more than what I've been taught in Sunday school or at the mosque or a temple. There's so much more. So when you're pushed and you feel pushed and you're like, this is not right. Why are you guys just like doing this? There's so much more here. Why are you not? That's why you're here. That's why you've been drawn to this tonight. That's why you've been drawn to this channel, because you know there's so much more. And I'm here to tell you, you're right, there is. There's infinity awaiting you. Are you going to reach out and grab it? Are you going to finally acknowledge that you have abilities that others do not have? Are you ready to finally acknowledge that? Are you ready to finally acknowledge that you're different? That you're gifted? Are you ready to finally acknowledge it? If you're ready to finally acknowledge it, then come on this journey with me. Then come on this journey with me. This is my purpose. I can't not be who I am. And I feel like I'm just like, please, please come along. Please let me mentor you. Please let me mentor you. I know, Miss Townsend. A lot of us have been afraid to acknowledge it for a long time. I was blessed to be born into a family where it was normal. I was blessed to be born into a family where my mother knew, and it just was like, okay. Oh, sorry. Not getting much sleep these days. And then my children now were blessed to be born into our family. So all of their operations is just like, oh, okay. I mean, the experiences we've had as a family, my teenage children, like seeing spirits and casting them out and away from homeless people and other people, and laying hands and intercessory prayer and visions. And oh my gosh, they've had some fantastic experiences in the spirit. I don't know any other way to live. All I know is I feel a lot like Professor X. Jeanette says you were born in a family who felt the same way. Yeah, it's handed down. It's handed down. Where's my Raina? Where's Queenie? Oftentimes, these gifts are handed down. They come in bloodlines. It does travel. It can travel through the blood, through the natural bloodline. And often it does. It will, yes, it will. I'm going to record the discussion, Lisa. So if you cannot be there, it's on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Central. Yeah, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to record all of them, and you will be given the MP4 as soon as it rips. And then if you can't make a discussion, Lisa, because I mean, you've been here from almost the very beginning, you and I can have some one-on-one time as well, if you want some more further. And that's actually open to anybody, guys. I mean, Fran can tell you, and Cassandra can tell you too, but Fran definitely, she and I still message back and forth on a regular basis. It's not like we do this and then I disappear. That's not what a mentor, what a teacher, that's not what Professor X does. No, don't apologize. I wanted to be sure you were here. You're very special, Miss Raina. I have a lot of discussions with Spirit about you. You're very special and very powerful. And the enemy tried to destroy you, baby. So many times. I want you in this class. So we need to figure out how that can happen. All right? Raina. I mean, I want all of you in it. But you needed to hear that. I want you in this class. And I love you. Cassandra, you said you realized you could heal yourself when you gave birth last year. The doctors couldn't stop the bleeding. You visualized and spoke to my body. Yes. 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 That's exactly what I'm talking about. We can get physical healing. I've laid hands on other people. I've laid hands on myself. I've spoken to myself. Right? Yes. An operation. And think about this, guys. We should be walking around healing. We should be walking around. I literally go through the call center, or when I come across somebody in the call center, and I'm just like, my radar's up. Okay, what's going on? And someone's not feeling well, and I like send out a little energy. Are you gonna be willing to let me come around there and help you, or are you in your feels right now? And if I feel like they're open, I go to them. Oh, what's going on? Even if they're sad, whatever it is. Sometimes I just send the energy to them. I don't even go up to them. I just send it on. That's another thing with Reiki too. You really learn, which we'll be doing Reiki 1 attunements during my first round of conferences. You really learn how to channel energy. We're not going to get into a lot of that in the spiritual enlightenment course, but we might get into some of it in the discussion. How to channel energy efficiently so you're not tired. These are the things we should be doing. These are the things we will be doing. There are people that are telekinetic. You wish you could take a picture of your fridge. You have a magnet. Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. I love it. I'm not shaving my head though, y'all. That's not going to happen. No, that's what's not going to happen. Professor X ain't going to be shaving her head. Okay? Thankful for the purging. Venus retrograde did for your heart. That's wonderful. Yeah, Raina, I would look funny with a bald head, wouldn't I, honey? Ascension and developing gifts. And that's what this is about. You know, some of it, we're all at different levels. The reason why I want those that took the class before to join us is because, first of all, they were my guinea pigs. Second of all, you know, now I'm doing it differently, right? You'll have your lesson first and then we can discuss it. But I believe that you guys are going to get so much more from it now, this go around. And it's going to help the others that are in the class the first time get more out of it as well. Enlightenment. That word enlighten means the in. Thank you. Yay. That word enlighten, in, an indwelling of light. When we go through an enlightenment process, we are welcoming in to reside within us for all eternity, light, pure love, white, light, pure power and energy. Professor Extra. But that's what enlightenment means to me, is allowing the indwelling of divine light and then allowing it to operate within us, through us, around us. We already have that divine light within us. It's like this activation and this additional, just like power that's being placed within us. And that's why I do what I do. I have to. Google user. Hello, love. How are you? Google user, we're talking about enlightenment, why it's so important to be walking in our gifts. Truly, to me, when one becomes enlightened, one becomes knowledgeable about one's gifts, allows them to operate, hones their operation, gets strong in their operation, and moves into their life purpose. So again, we're going to do a little bit of a commercial. Okay. I missed you too, sweetie. Been doing some work. I've been doing some work and putting into practice what I've always known I should be doing. I've been about my father's business, as they used to say in the church. Been about my father's business. Some of y'all will remember that. Some of y'all will know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when you didn't see Mother so-and-so for about a month of Sundays, and you asked her where she was, And she said she'd been about her father's business. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. This is it's critical right now to be doing this. I'm going to put that back up again for those that hadn't seen it. Again, we are as an earth, as humanity, residing, I hope you guys can see it okay, residing in the 400 range, 400 to 500 range right now. Enlightenment, you guys, is at 700 hertz. So collectively, the earth is between 400 and 500. Most of us on this, that's on this channel right now, we are living somewhere between 500 to 600. Some of us perhaps are living at a 700 range. The goal is for us to all get to 700 as light workers. Yes, very much, Cassandra. When his parents lost him and found him in the temple, I've been about my father's business. Sometimes that's how I feel I've been for the last little bit of time here. We need to get to this range. This is the purpose of not only my channel, but a few other channels as well, to get us collectively, because we all can't reach one of us can't reach everybody, to get us collectively to that 700 plus level. At 700 plus, let's talk about what happens at 700 plus hertz. That is, of course, where you're getting into third eye, full awakened operation, 800 plus, about 800, I would say 830, 840-ish, somewhere in there, is where your crown chakra resides. Okay. And that's the hertz for your crown chakra, and then Ka is further up, complete ultimate consciousness. At the 700 hertz range, when we become enlightened, or as we're going through the enlightenment process, and our spiritual gifts operate at a regular pace, regular beat, you literally will be walking around and it's like, I know, oh, Triple G, how you doing, honey? You'll be walking around, you'll know things. You probably already do, but it will become such a normal thing for you just to know. It will become a normal thing for you to be having a conversation telepathically, if you will, with spirit. Your gifts they operate, not like they operate without any type of control. It's not out of control. You're not like Cyclops before you put on, yeah, I hope y'all know X-Men. If you don't, you better look it up. It's not like Cyclops before he put his glasses on, or you know how Rogue would touch somebody and before she knew what her power was, right? And before she had to put on her gloves, she would take people's energy from them and their powers. Okay, sweetie. Hey, check out the Enlightenment class if you would like to participate. That's what we're talking about. Why I'm doing that class now, Google user. It's $125. If you don't have it now and you want to take it, email me and we'll work it out. All right? Thank you for stopping. I miss you, girl. So your powers aren't willy-nilly, but you'll know what they are. And I will tell you that you begin to get an increase of spiritual operation. There's additional gifts that are available to you. Additional gifts are available to you. Okay. Raina, where's Deanna? Um, as you grow further in your enlightenment process, as you allow more of the light to become activated within your infinite being, the enlightenment process, the ascension process takes over, and you just literally get more and more and more. Hey, 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 hey. That's my girl. I felt you. I was like, where's she at? At 700 plus, you're not working hard on manifestation. The only time things don't manifest now for me is when I literally am not setting my intention to it. There have been a few things I haven't set my intention to lately that I have to refocus. But that's the only reason why it hasn't manifested yet. At 700 plus enlightenment, concepts like astral projection aren't difficult. Traveling between dimensions isn't difficult during meditative processes. It's easy because that's where you're vibrating at. That's the frequency you're living at. It's easy. It's almost normal at some point. I will sit in a meeting amongst spiritual people, enlightened people, and if we're all kind of like, if we're quiet for a few minutes and we begin to meditate, I'm out of here. I have to physically remember I need to stay present in the moment physically. At 700 plus, spiritual sight is clearer. Spiritual knowledge is deeper. It's communion. Thank you. Girl, bye. Raina, you are not. Silly gooses. It's communion. It's relationship. It's a walking with God. It's a walking with spirit. So Lisa, you asked a question. So I wonder if that's why I haven't been back to where I had my dream. It wasn't a dream. You have to get accustomed to living there. I think you got a glimpse of what it was like, but you have to become accustomed to living there. So the first time I had that kind of experience of astral projection, literally being in another dimension, which might be a little bit different, but anyway, we're gonna roll with astral projection on this one. I got there once, and then I didn't get there again for years. For years, honey. It's just recently that that's become a normal thing. That's been very recent that experience just happens. If we were to start meditating right now, it would be very difficult for me to not go. Okay, Heather. It does coincide with your aura color. You're exactly right, Cassandra, the graph that I showed. And that if since that is the if you think about it, the very primal root stuff, and you move up and up and up, that it mirrors your chakra system. It aligns with that. It is also synchronous with the development of mankind. By mistake. It ain't nothing by mistake, baby. You either wanted to see that triple G or spirit wanted you to see it. That means since he told you your aura was green, then I would say that, well, first of all, nobody's aura is all one. He's young. He doesn't know. But nobody's aura is all one color. That's a very rudimentary way to look at it. However, your heart chakra has overtaken everything else, which I think I told you a while ago. I'm sure Spirit wants you to see it. So again, Heather, can you put that link in the description? The class, Cassandra, I hope you heard me say that all those of you that have taken the class before, you received an email from Heather earlier. You'll be allowed. You can. I'm offering you guys to take the class again for free, discussion and everything. That's the kind of teacher I am. Yeah, he's getting used to it. Yeah, your heart's out of line, but we knew that. So the $125, the link that she's putting in there, is for the class and discussion. There's an hour to an hour and a half discussion group every Saturday, starting this Saturday, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. You will get an MP4 of that as well. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lisa. Thanks. You didn't see anything bad? Oh, okay. So the first course is done. Heather will get those of you that sign up tonight. She'll get it to you. Even if you sign up tomorrow, whatever, that first class will take you about, I don't know. Well, the class itself is 54 minutes. There's some meditation in there as well. So it'll take you about an hour or so to go through, and then we'll talk about it. It's an introductory class. The rest of them will be ready by Monday. If for some reason you don't have the $125 right now today, and you want to take this course, I need you to email me. Okay? Let's work it out. I don't want that to stop you from taking this course. All right? The green means your heart chakra needs healing. Well, no. Well, yes and no. That means your heart chakra is overdeveloped. So really, energy is not flowing through as it should. So we would want to bring, Cassandra, your heart chakra. Heather, can you put the email address in there for me? The heart chakra into proportion with everything else. For those of us that are healers, usually empaths, definitely intuitives, our heart is usually too big. It's out of line because this is where we do everything. We feel. We know, we see, we feel. Very upper chakra developed. But what happens when your lower chakras are not developed You're like a top-heavy tree that ain't got no roots. So you get blown here to there and everywhere, every which way, because you got no roots. You have to take care of everything. So you want them evenly. Yes, ma'am. You want the colors in your aura to be even. Now, those of us that have seen, um, that see auras, when I'm doing Reiki on someone, I like to see, and I learned this from Jeremy, and I understand why now. We like to see your aura extend out, the energy force field, if you will, extending out about 3 feet. That's a good, healthy sphere around you. Feel. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, those of us that are gifted, our upper chakras are very well defined and very well developed. The only one that may not be from time to time is our throat chakra, because we've been told to be silent usually. Hmm. But as we do energy work with you, or Reiki sessions, energy work goes kind of to the next step. They're kind of the same thing. But for me, I delineate energy work more in, like I get more into past life stuff, and some cord cutting things. Um, it just goes a little bit deeper. But Reiki and the energy healing are almost the same thing. I might even just decide to make it just one and call it a day. On forgiving and releasing, yes. Oh, Cassandra, I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did. I know you guys, I'm like shrinking down here. Yeah. It's awesome when you can actually see the giftings or the possibilities in your children. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Fake sister. You guys are asking really good questions. Do we have any other questions? Oh, that's good, honey. Did I miss any questions? I hope I didn't. Okay, I don't think I missed any questions. Do you guys have any other questions about enlightenment? Yes, Jeanette, that's right. Forgiveness is for us. It's not for them. The more you hold on to forgiveness, the more you hold on to that negativity. It's literally a cancer in your spirit, and then it could turn into cancer and all manner of things, sicknesses in your body. Your body's not meant to hold on to negative energy. Did nobody say you had to talk to her? See, here we go. Raina, she be on it, boy. She's like, look, um, you know, I'ma forgive, but I ain't finna talk. Y'all are so silly. Y'all be on it. Look, Raina is so cute. I haven't used these in a minute. Yeah, it's a journey, honey. It is such a journey. Does anybody else have any questions? Raina, baby, smack her spiritually and then let it go. I know I be wanting to lay hands, child. I'm going to tell you. There are some people, even me, wanted to curb stomp. Yep. Okay, who is Miss Townsend in this room still? Miss Townsend, are you here? Miss Townsend, are you here? I feel that, Triple G. I feel that very strong, Triple G. Is Miss Townsend in this room? Triple G, I haven't seen her yet. Triple G, this one is for you. White Tara. For sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive, Triple G. Listen, honey. I believe this is for your son as well. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. As you've purified your inner world of thoughts, actions, and intentions, it's natural that you seek purity in your outer world as well. This is to acknowledge your heightened sensitivity, which is as real as it seems, Triple G. You stripped away the outer protective layers of unneeded defenses, which blocked your psychic and spiritual awareness. Now you're on the path of ascension, which calls for your heightened awareness. And with this awareness comes new levels of sensitivity to the impure and harsh. Your body is a trustworthy instrument of measurement of your tolerance level. Steer clear of that which your body signals you to avoid. Take excellent care of your body and it will serve you well. Dang it. Child, look, we're going to leave that darn twin flame alone, okay? Everybody, okay. Oh, Lord, I hadn't meant to tell. Did not intend on talking about that tonight, Triple G. Dang it. He will when he is older. Lisa K. Pele. Divine Passion. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? Dang it. Lisa K. If you listen to the sound of your heart and breath, you'll recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged. They're natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, reach out and extend your arms and embrace your dreams. They're just as much of a part of nature as are the trees, the animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them, my child. Listen to your dreams. They'll activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of your life, you're truly alive in all ways. That's for you, Lisa. Okay, so this twin flame thing, I haven't decided. There you go. I haven't decided how I feel about it yet. I see Miss Townsend ain't in here. She done missed hers. Miss Townsend got that twin flame card. Listen, I don't know about it. I don't know. Because I hear a lot about people saying that your twin flame could be hundreds of miles away from you and probably different age. Like there's a huge age disparity. Or they could even be like married to somebody else. Look, child, I don't know. Triple G, get a good probiotic and get rid of that the yeast in your system. That's why you have sugar cravings. Raina, Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Raina, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what their outward appearances may be. Jeanette, Sedna, infinite supply, Jeanette. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. That says to me, God's trying to show you, Jeanette, that there is no lack. As he's trying to show all of us, there is no lack. There is infinite supply. There's an infinite amount of money. There's an infinite amount of everything. There's an infinite amount of resources because we're infinite beings. So bring it to you. Manifest it. Bring it in. You need, it's there. He's already given you the provision for today and for all of your tomorrows. Mm-hmm. Somebody in this room, and I'm not sure who it is. It could be just somebody watching. You're welcome, Jeanette. It could be just somebody watching. Ishtar for boundaries. You need to learn to say no. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Maybe that's for me. Never mind. It's probably for more than one of us. All right, I'm going to pull a couple more cards and I'm going to get on up out of here. Heather, can you put the link again to the class one last time? Does anyone have any questions about enlightenment, the purpose of enlightenment, the purpose of why we need to walk in our gifts? Anybody else have any questions? That's probably all of us. Excuse me. I don't know where Steph is tonight. Eating a Heath bar. Ciao. I guess it's for all of us. Again, $125 gets you the class and the discussion group. You do not have $125 right now. Email me at admin@heartofinspiration.net and let's talk about what we can do and how we can work it through. All right. It is all of us. Ooh. Don't do that. Come back. Ooh. Okay. Well, Sedna came back out again. So I think all of us need to understand that we have an infinite supply. Don't just assume that your supply is solely what you can see in front of you. Only what your paycheck says. As we live a higher vibrational life, money becomes less important because provision is always made. Do you understand what I'm saying? Money becomes much less important because provision is always made. I do not concern myself. I am not ever concerned about whether or not my bills are paid because they are. He provides. This is the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I'm going to read this to everybody. The message from Sedna. This is an abundant universe filled with more than enough for everyone. Yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities, right? That's third dimension. In this instance, it's about giving and receiving. The key is to balance the two. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. Hear that. That's so important. I've read this many times, and I've never stopped there. You have lack physically because you have lack spiritually. You are in lack physically because you are in lack spiritually. If you remain full, walk in an enlightened state, in that constant communion. Constant communion. You'll never lack in here. And because you'll never lack in your infinite being, you'll never lack in your physical being. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. As it is above, so it is below. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have because it's just greed sets in. This is why this has to be an exchange, do you see? I have to receive, like last night. I didn't come on live last night because I was receiving last night. I was at a special session. I have to take some time to receive. I have to take time not only to meditate, and of course I receive that way. Yes, I'm having a dialogue all day, but I have to set aside specific time to receive. I have to go to some of these things that I'm not leading. Why? So I can receive. I have to do that. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you're guided and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly like breathing, both the inhale and the exhale. are identically important. Practice giving and receiving daily, and you'll never want for anything. And I am a walking, talking example of that. I want for nothing. Let me tell y'all something. I sat there, this is the honest to goodness truth, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. So, it was Black Friday weekend, right? And God's blessed me with a very good job. I've been blessed with a very good job. It finances everything else for right now. Spiritually gifted. Dre! Child, we've been here. You missed it. Anyway, I've been blessed with a really good job. And I'm not lacking for anything. And it supports. And for right now, this is what I'm supposed to do. So here I am, Black Friday. I had a nice little chunk of change. And I'm sitting here. I'm going through all my, this is my purchase. And I'm deducting my bills and going back through again. And I had come down to a point on Friday. I was going to go buy my brand new furniture. Mm-hmm. And I had come to a point on Friday where I was like, I don't have the money for my brand new furniture. I really wanted this brand new furniture, y'all. I told y'all Saturday, I think. I've never had brand new furniture, ever. And I'm not complaining, but I ain't never had it. So I went on home, stopped spending money. And I know I'm not off. I'm a Cancer sun, y'all. I'm not off when I calculate how much money is in my bank account. Now, we went on and had a wonderful time, my daughter and I. And I stopped spending money. And but I came home, had a great time with my granddaughters and stuff, and my son and his girlfriend, and my daughter and I went out for a movie and came home. Just had a really nice time. And then the next day, oh no, it was the same day, I think. It was the same day. I talked to my youngest father, and I just had made mention that because I'd spent all this money somewhere else, I didn't have money for my furniture. And so he bought my furniture for me. What a blessing. And I'm really grateful for that. But let me tell y'all something. Do you know on Monday morning when I went back to my bank account, it was like the loaves and the fishes. I had another $600-700 in there that I knew I had accounted for. Right back in, loaves and fishes, right back. Well, what that let me do, that let me pay a couple of extra bills, it let me take care of things and be comfortable. When you are walking an enlightened life at 700 hertz and above, there is infinite supply given to you. Infinite supply. Because you are living an infinite life. I give, I receive. I give, I receive. There's exchange. I'm in the flow. I want for nothing. It is an infinite supply when you are walking in your purpose and an enlightened life. Heather, she gonna check her bank account. Young King. I want everybody that is in here. It will spiritually gifted. It will. I want everybody that's in here that has not yet to please subscribe to Dre's channel. I'm going to publicly say this because I haven't had a chance to privately say it. I just watched your latest video and it blessed me so. It blessed me so. The growth that you have come into, young king, you are a force to be reckoned with. Everybody needs to subscribe to his channel. He does some life purpose teaching that is amazing. You said the manifestation was so real. It's been abundant ever since I resonated with what you said about gratitude. Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's amazing. Man, did I like it? I didn't even have a chance to comment yet. I'm going to comment, though. Yes, honey. Thank you, Heather, for putting that on there. Thank you, Heather, for putting a link to his channel. I want y'all to subscribe. And you know, I don't take that lightly. I don't just send y'all to people's channels lightly. But, man. So, remember, do I need to put that chart up one more time? Yeah, haven't they been amazing? Do y'all want to see the chart one more time, the vibrational chart? And then, Heather, I need you to put that in here. I put a link to the class one more again. One more again. Dre, we've been talking about enlightenment and the reason why it's so critical that we become enlightened now. And I'll put this, I'm sure you'll probably watch it. And Heather, I think we need to split this up. I think we need to split this up into different teachings, Heather. We could talk about that. Okay, one more time. Dre, we've been talking about this chart, the vibrational chart of the earth. We started down at the alpha point when we started out as, you know what, Cassandra, I can send it to you. We started out as human beings. We started at 20 hertz. Oh, no. We started at 20 hertz vibrationally. Shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear is at 100 hertz, megahertz. Desire is at 125. I will send it to you. Triple G, that's why you need to take this course, baby. Because I'm going to help you with that. That's what this course is designed to do in 5 weeks. Anger, pride, all the way up. Enlightenment. Enlightenment is at 700 megahertz plus. Your crown chakra for healing for your crown chakra is, I believe, 832 or 847 megahertz is the frequency that needs to be played. A note has to be played at to help heal and open your crown chakra. It is critical that we as light workers ascend to the enlightenment stage so that we can operate from a space of ultimate consciousness, if you will, and a space of higher consciousness living in our giftings and our callings and our life purpose, walking with God as Enoch once did. Walking with God as the original Adam did, and Eve, walking and talking with God in the dew of the morning and the cool of the evening. Walking and talking with God. Yep, we'll send the chart out. We'll send that chart out. If you want the chart, let me know and email me at admin@heartofinspiration.net. I'll get you the chart. Dre, I'll get it to you. So it's imperative that we begin to walk in. And as we're going into the next phase of humanity and coming into 2019 and spiritual government, we've got to be enlightened so we know where we fit. We know where we're supposed to be doing, or at least we got a good grasp on it. And we're on our way. There's more of us, like I was saying earlier, I'll say it again. And I'm being very bold about who I am and what my purpose is on this planet. There's more of us that are mentors, teachers, and masters, if you will, that have come to this earth. My role is to teach. My role is to mentor. My role is to activate. My role is to ignite and then set you on your way and always be a space you could come back to. I've done this before, but I'll do it again. In other words, I've done it before, even in this lifetime, and I'll do it again in this lifetime, and perhaps in another. But there's more of us that are out here that are teachers, mentors, and as spiritual government gets set in place, we have to take our rightful places. We have to take our place in helping to lead and guide and help teach others how to utilize your gifts, help guide you to your purpose, and help guide you all along the way. Those that I tend to teach are, I will tell you, they are either entrepreneurs or they are spiritual powerhouses. Those are the two that seem to get drawn to me. Entrepreneurs or spiritual powerhouses. Those are the ones I'm here to teach. And that's why you've been drawn here. It's only difficult because you haven't been guided into it. And it's all also in timing. You're ready now. We had a question. Did I miss something? Okay, wait. Triple G. So as we're on a spiritual path for enlightenment, looking for a life purpose, can your effort be blocked if someone else uses dark magic against you? Well, I believe that the light is greater than the dark. When the light gets turned on, the dark flees. If you feel someone is using dark magic against you, then we need to cut it. I've cut curses before, demolished them, cut cords. So you've been attacked, and we need to talk about that, and we need to clear that out. You yourself can you have authority. That's another thing we talk about in this class, y'all. We talk about your spiritual authority. You have authority. You have to understand the pecking order we're in, right? Because we as spiritual beings that are living a human experience, as spirit, God, Allah's children, we in all actuality have been set above the angels. You can dispatch angels to do things. You speak to a mountain and say move, and that mountain is really representative of government. Let me just put you like that. Let me tell you that too. Not only physical mountains will move, but governments will move. We have power over the weather. I specifically told the snow, miss me. Miss me. I didn't feel like dealing with it. Bye. We have a lot more authority. You see, we were given authority over this earth. When God gave us the lease on this earth, we were given authority over this earth, which means the weather patterns, which means spirits that are coming back and forth here, we have authority over them. Y'all got to understand who you are. You understand who you are. That's part of this enlightenment process, y'all. Understand who you are. I'm a light worker. I've been here a few times. Well, y'all should have told me you wanted it to miss y'all too. That had to go somewhere. Yes, thank you, Dre. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's exactly right. Right. So you take authority over whatever it is. So that spirit of confusion that's been placed over you, we take authority over it right now. The veil, we lift the veil right now. I lift the veil right now. No more. It has no more power. Now, I'm not going to get into the blood magic and the blood power and the power of sacrifice and the spiritual power, because all of that, like good Christians are going to freak out the minute I start saying what I had to say, but I'm going to leave that alone. Y'all, it's 10:15. I can't be talking to y'all all night long. Y'all get me talking and then I'm tired the next day. I can't be talking to y'all all night long. Listen. Life is simple. If it's hard, then you're doing it wrong. Dre, I wish I had that. Ooh, child. I guess in a way it is simple, Dre. I guess in a way it is simple. Bless your heart. See, that's that young ascended mind talking. And the OG over here is like, well, baby, a lot of it is very simple. It's putting it in practice that gets a little difficult. Okay, so this is the thing. Hey, Tawanda. Exactly. Well, God said he'll take the simple things to confound the wise. I'm hungry now. Oh, we love you, Triple G. Okay, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. Heather just put that link back up there again. The class is $125. It is called Spiritual Enlightenment this go around. We're going to be talking about your gifts, how to use them. We will be discussing spiritual law. We will be discussing the hierarchy of angels and the hierarchy of lower beings. We'll be discussing crystals, rituals, where they all fit in, Reiki, meditation, auras, and we will round it all out with Where do you think you fit in? You will have to keep a spiritual journal the entire time you were in the class. It is 5 weeks. Every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. There will be a discussion class that lasts an hour and a half. For that $125, you get to participate in the discussion class, and you will get an MP4. If you cannot make a class, you will get the MP4, and then we will discuss it separately. $125. If you do not have said $125 today, please email me at admin@heartofinspiration.net and let's work out a plan. I do not want you to miss this class because you don't have $125 by Friday. Okay? I don't want you to miss it because of that. Let's work it out. I have come to really enjoy my crystals as well, Lisa K. I really didn't necessarily believe in them at first. But now, oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. Love it. Absolutely love it. Trey, what is you, Trey? You know, he says things in rooms filled with women and just likes to drop it right there. Bless his heart. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to make me a crystal tent when we get out done here. Sometimes it's best, though, to take Cassandra to take the crystals off. Sometimes it could be too much energy all the time. I know that's all you read, Raina. I'm not going to call y'all out. Okay. Yes, you have a point, honey. Yes, Young King. Young King is correct. Good Lord, help us all. That means it's about time for me to get off this here intranet, this here interweb, because this is degenerating into shenanigans real fast, real quick. Triple G, did you email me? Who else is in here? Spiritually gifted, did you want to take this course? I want everybody that can to take this course. Honest to goodness. If you all want some more information about the course itself, there is a promo out that I put up today. Lisa K, thank you for registering. Lisa, yeah, yeah, okay, it's 1 to 6 is a beautiful thing. Shenanigans. This is degenerating into shenanigans real fast. Different crystals at night and the day to help you relax. Y'all need eggplants. Now I done lost my train of thought. Okay. I said what I had to say. Did y'all hear what I had to say? Raina, you and I will have a discussion. Don't sleep with no mold. What is a moldavite? What is that? Tawanda, what is that? What is y'all? Oh my gosh. I need some pearls to clutch, y'all. I need some pearls to clutch. Okay, y'all, stop it. What is Moldavite? What does it do? Oh, Lord. Now I'm going to have to look that one up. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Raina didn't even start it. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to have to look that one up. Okay, Triple G, email me and let's figure this out. Ooh, my daughter's cooking some stuff upstairs, y'all. I smell it. Oh, God. Okay. Everybody that has had ears can hear now. Oh, well, now y'all might be able to teach me a little something about these here crystals. I might have to contact some of y'all for a little information on the crystals. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'm hungry. And it's 10:23. It's in your crystal Bible. Oh yeah, I need one of those. Okay, guys, I gotta fly though. I've enjoyed you guys. Thank you for the insightful questions. It's really helped a lot. If you come up with any other questions, please, Heather, if you come up with any other questions, leave them in the comments below. Email me. I will get that chart out to you guys somehow, even if I put it on a community post, maybe. I don't know. Oh, you know what we could do? I could put it up as a free download, Heather, on the website. That's what I'll do. Y'all go to the website and download it tomorrow. And also I got to put a link to the Lost Books of the Bible out here too, to my Amazon site. So y'all can buy that too. Okay. I'm out. Thank you guys. Again, I was going to be up for an hour. Here it is 3 hours later. I love you guys though. Okay, babies. Oh, Lord have mercy. Peace, love. High vibrational. High. Not your sacrals. Not your sacrals. Not your roots. Not your sacrals. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto all of y'all today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning for a little coffee and conversation. I'm not sure if we're going to have any cards tomorrow, but we're going to have some coffee and some conversation. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, for all eternity. Remember to live life inspired. I love you. Namaste. Bye-bye.